Fanboy, 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 fanboy. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze freaking sucks, man. Oh, God. Alright, look. This game is finally out on the Wii U, right? February 21st, 2014. Oh, Wii U, talk about an embarrassment. Another crappy platformer. You know, side-scrolling platformers have been around since, I don't know, 30 plus years now. And this is all Nintendo can do? This is all they can make? First of all, this was not even developed by Rare. That's right. Can you believe a Donkey Kong Country game not created by Rare? And Rare basically carried the Super Nintendo back in, you know, the early mid-90s. And this one's developed by Retro Studios. Yeah, Retro Studios. Never heard of them either. And, I mean, clearly you're just a bunch of freaking pathetic hacks that can't even make it. You know, published by Nintendo, and apparently it's a direct sequel to the Wii game that came out, Donkey Kong Country Returns, from 2010, and that was a pile of trash as well, and this is absolute garbage. Now we got Tropical Freeze. That's right, Tropical? Really? Tropical Freeze? So you're gonna have like the tropical setting, but it's like all frozen, and it's all like snowy and wintry? What a crock of gimmick, alright? I mean, how many delays was this game faced, first of all? I mean, how many times was this game pushed back? And, I mean, it was supposed to come out way back in, you know, November 2013, and then December, and then February 13, you know, and there was just so many delays with this pathetic crap. Basically, I mean, this focuses on snowmads, a group of Viking creatures, okay, Viking creatures, in a DK game. That makes about as much sense as Mario cooking food while he's in the middle of doing a talk show, you know, with Oprah Winfrey or something. I mean, it's completely irrelevant. It's completely nonsensical. Creatures that are, you know, walruses, owls, penguins that invade Donkey Kong Island. Oh! Haven't seen that before. Donkey Kong Island is always getting attacked by a bunch of creatures. You know, whether it was the Kremlings, or now the Viking creatures, which talk about unoriginality. I mean, we've seen Vikings for thousands of years, you know? I mean, we've seen so many movies about that. So many video games, you know, the Lost Vikings, and games like that. I mean, how unoriginal. Yeah, you got Diddy Kong coming back, Dixie, Cranky Kong. I mean, Cranky. Why are we... Cranky? I thought Cranky died, like, way back in the 90s. Yeah, wasn't Cranky like a ghost in Donkey Kong Country 3? How pathetic, man. You got Dixie Kong's third appearance in the main series, and the first since Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. Yeah, I mean, that was a pile of trash from the Super Nintendo back in 96. Yeah, you get to play as Cranky as well, and it's just how absolutely embarrassing that they gotta go back to this, to these old characters. Really, they should be building up, like, new characters. They should be introducing somebody new, instead of rehashing the same title. I mean, I understand Diddy, even Dixie, because she's like the female token character, the female ape. They should have like a new young star or something, you know, bring back, I don't know what they should bring back. Maybe a non-gorilla, like a non-monkey? You know, maybe you know, a funny lizard character, you know, maybe a Kremling that turned into a good guy, or, you know, some other type of a robot, you know, or anything. It's pathetic. So let's take a look at the reception so far and how much this game has garnered. I mean, this is just pathetic scores so far on the Wii U. Yeah, this is a Wii U exclusive. got a metascore of 82. Yeah, an 82, and I mean the user score is even more embarrassing. 82 out of 100 is not impressive, you know, that's very low compared to something like, you know, Mario Galaxy or something. You know, Mario Galaxy gets so much higher. Even like, you know, like certain Mario games on the Wii U just got way better scores than this rehash. We've seen so many of this crap already. It's really nothing impressive. Yeah, take a look at what people, you know, Washer Ralph on the user score gave it a 0. An actual egg, a 0, a big O. That's a very accurate score. Completely agree. So he said, too hard. This game is simply too hard. After a hard day of work, I want to be entertained and feel rewarded when I play games. I should get paid for playing this game because it feels like work. It's maddening, unscrupulous, and unrelenting. Just some of the words that come to mind when playing this travesty of a game. Of a so-called game. He put it in quotations. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Donkey Kong Country has always been about... They were always about this unbelievable difficulty because what they do is they make it too hard. You know, this is supposed to be a kid's game, and they make it really difficult, overtly difficult, so that you can't even... You keep losing, you know, you keep dying over and over again, you keep losing in the game, so you gotta retry it over and over, just trial and error. That's how they stretch out the game. You see, that's how they stretch it out, they pad it out. So you keep going back to it, you keep playing this crap, you keep going over and over again, repetitious, repetitive, redundant. And it's that's very simplistic gaming, very primitive, very bare bones gaming. You gotta play it over and over again because you keep dying in the same areas. You know, that's Donkey Kong Country has always sucked that way. You know, that's the problem. Another 0 from Nigabith. Nigabith gave it a 0. Usual Nintendo routine. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze is nothing you haven't seen before. It's strictly by the numbers. That's right, by the numbers. A standard platformer with a few new ideas, nothing more and nothing less. If you're the gamer who's played the best of them, Rayman Legends, Mario 3D World, etc., you're missing nothing. Yep, that's right. Nostalgia has blinded the fanboys that will argue otherwise because they are illogical. They love playing the same game over and over again. What makes you different from the COD crowd? But I can't blame them, can I? Their little Wii U has been sitting idle for a while, and they finally have something to entertain themselves with. To others, move along, there are better things to come that won't be seen on the Wii U. I mean, this is the flaw of the Wii U, you know, the Wii U has absolute crap for it, and then you have this predictable, trite, hack game that we've seen a million times, and then just because it's new, it just came out, oh wow. Oh, now the Wii U has something. Like, you know, that's a problem with these Nintendo drones, is that they can't appreciate and they can't even understand actual new games because they don't have much to begin with, and then they're bombarded by this crap. This is all they got. That's it. When you have very little options, like Tropical Freeze, and then you have this, and then you have, you know, Pikmin 3. I mean, what are you gonna play? You can't be excited for, you know, new IPs, something different. I mean, how utterly pathetic. One more from Jokis Sonen. He gave it a 0 again. This is another 0. This game is a 2D game. This year, so lame and so bad. The graphics are lame. Don't play the game. Why is this made in 2D? This game sucks. One of the suckiest games ever. This might have been good in 1995 to 2000, but not today. PS1 don't even have 2D games. So why would you want to get this? It's the same thing as almost all the older Donkey Kong games. The graphics are a little bit better, but nothing else, so I have no idea why you would want to buy this. Yeah. You know, it's kind of sucks in a weird way because, I mean, Donkey Kong, the Country series anyway, has been a 90s thing. It's from the 90s, and then they brought all these things from the 90s back. You know, this 90s revival in the 2010s. It's really pathetic. The 90s is finished. The 90s is over. The 90s is done. That was 20 plus years ago. Why do you want to bring it back? I have no clue. I mean, why would anybody want to refer to the 90s anymore? Why would anybody want to talk about the 90s? You know, even have, you know, their YouTube username be named in the 90s? I mean, it's pathetic. The 90s is done. It's finished. I mean, Tropical Freeze. I gotta take a look at the metascore, the actual, you know, critic score. GameSpot gave it a 60. GameSpot gave it a 60. A 60. That's a 60%. That's basically 40% of the game is... It gets the points up. All that is gone. Why would you want to waste money on a 60 out of 100? Okay, this is what GameSpot said. If the regular levels were as inventive as the boss battles, then Tropical Freeze would be a surefire hit. Or at least a game that demands more of your attention. But no matter how much I was looking forward to it, it's difficult to maintain the enthusiasm when the end product plays it so safe. Even the visuals fail to make an impact. Shack News gave it a 60. The game spent its goodwill as the nostalgic throwback, but Tropical Freeze is left suffering many of the same weaknesses, but without the sheen of a comeback story to set it apart. Globe and Mail of Toronto gave it a 60 again, and another 60. Veteran platformer fans are likely to find it trods a little too frequently on well-worn ground. Seen it before, a million times. Eurogamer gave it a 70. Edge Magazine a 70. GameSpeed a 70. Metro Game Central a 70. Now Gamer a 70. Games TM a 70. And everything else much, much lower. Embarrassing, the Wii U has nothing. Absolutely nothing. And Tropical Freeze, more like Turd Pickle Freeze, because that's what this game is. That's it for this episode of Fanboy Reviews, and until next time, keep fanboying. Yeah!